first live stream. I'm very happy, to be here today. And today, I just want to talk about Man United, my Man United. You know, I can't. You are waiting. I go do if I don't know about Man United. Nigeria. See, all of us know say Man United they perform very well. And if you say we sign Carrick earlier earlier this season, it's possible say now we go finish first, but nobody knows. So I don't want to dwell on that. But today I I came here to give accolades to four incredible people at Man United that have performed and have made me proud. Generally, have made me proud. I can boast and talk to my friends about them. And when you talk to your friend about your player, about your club, and they will not crucify you. So today I'm here to just mention and talk about Man United. Number one, I will talk about Mainoo. You know what Mainoo has done. These few games that he has played, 14 games that he has played to be specific. These few games that he has played, what he has done, I'm very very happy. You know, you say happiness is a feeling, but I will not say happy. I will say joyful. I have joy. There's joy in me because I can remember. I think it was around December, towards December ending and January, early January. We're talking about this same guy going on loan or leaving Man United. Because of the unfortunate thing that happened to him. I was sad for him because this was the same guy that is playing. I mean, that was playing for England. That England called, and this same guy with a pension. So I was very sad for him, and I don't know. I don't want to say foul things, or I don't want to say stuff that you know that I should be cautioned of. I don't want to say stuff like that, but to be honest, I feel like to me personally, what I would just say is that I feel like Amorim have personal issue with him because I'm trying to look for an excuse for him because I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. I'm trying to look for an excuse for him. And what I can come up with is that maybe he has a personal reason or he has a personal beef with him. Because I don't understand you benching a player that that is known to you that is better than the people that you are starting. And the craziest part is that Amorim used 14 months at United. He used 14 months. And out of that 14 months that he used at United, he didn't even start this guy at all in Premier League. That's crazy. Very, very crazy. He didn't start him at all. All the game that he substituted him in, he came in, he subbed him in. It's crazy to me. Say you don't start this guy at all. The only game where he starts this guy now against FA Cup against Grimsby Town, and we lost. And when you when you start this guy, you play this guy as six. But all of us know say Manu is not six. But you played him as six. Why you played him as six? And again, even in that game, you played him with Ugarte. Of all people, you played with Ugarte. Our financial mistake, our biggest financial mistake. You played him with financial mistake. Ugarte. So I think he just had personal issue or personal beef with him because I'm trying to understand. I don't want to throw anybody like the boss. And again, Amorim philosophy is obviously not working for like. See, I feel like the Jim, I don't know what his name is again. You now of the investor in Man United. Is it Jim the Clap app something like that? Sha? I feel like to me personally, I just feel like it's one of the reasons why Amorim was too rigid. You know, because Amorim too rigid. Amorim they bend to any rules. Amorim they do. See, I don't want to talk too much, but Amorim is not like I feel like it was not backing him up too much. You know, because normal, you go back your coach up. You know, that's the most back him up, but not too much. After that I watched an interview that I did when Amon was there, when he was saying that he believed in him, that after this one, he will give him another contract. And I was just thinking like someone is doing very badly. No, I won't say poor. I won't say very badly. Someone is doing badly and you are saying that in the press conference that you want to give him under 3 years or under years because you believe in him. No, no pressure. Suppose they or now. We are a big club. We are a big club. Not disrespect to not disrespect to anybody, but we are not certain team. We are a big club. So why are you stating that? Why are you stating that you will give him under 3 years when he's doing bad? There's no pressure. I feel like this guy got a this Amorim guy or the guy just doing anyhow was too rigid to bend to any rules, to bend to do anything was too rigid. But enough about Amorim and what he has done. Enough about him. I'm just happy that Mainoo is playing at his natural position now. You know, playing eight. All of us know say that eight he play, 8 or 10. But na box to box player. You know, coming back, let me leave mine now. I feel like I feel like if I continue, I know if we stop, I will really talk about money to go. But let me stop about mine now. Let me talk about Bruno Fernandes and you know what he has done. And if you are looking about if I are talking about Bruno Fernandes, I can't talk about this season alone because Bruno has always shown up. Even when we have our worst of the worst managers, Bruno always showed up. You know, Bruno always showed up to every occasion, and this is just an appreciation to him. Uh, uh, I just feel like now what he deserves now is to extend his contract. We should just give him 2 years, give him more 2 years. Get him because now I have the belief now that we are going to win something next season. I have the belief. So let's give him more 2 years. And I'm hopeful and I'm praying that he wins the PFA, I mean, what do you call it? The best player in the Premier League this season. Because Puma have performed very well, you know, has shown up. I'm just I'm happy, I'm glad that people are just maybe people are sleeping on him. But I'm happy that people are seeing him now and people are seeing what he can bring to the table. You know, that is people are showing up for him now, and people are talking more about him. But this are seen, and to us now, this is not surprising, because this is the thing that we've seen that he can do, that what he can do, and he's doing it. So I'm not surprised. But again, during Amorim time, he played very well under Amorim time too. Even though Amorim want to tarnish his career in the little way because Bruno is not a deep center, he's not a deep midfielder. Na attacking midfielder Bruno be. So I don't so playing Bruno six for at six position was why ridiculous. Very ridiculous, very ridiculous stuff for me. So I'm very happy that Bruno is doing very well. So I don't want to talk about much about Bruno because we all, but me personally, I've known a long time that Bruno, is doing very well and this and that. So now I want to talk about Casemiro. Casemiro, no. Uh to be honest, this is just my appreciation message to you, Casemiro. I'm very very glad, and I just wish that maybe you can give us one more year. But you said you are going, so this appreciation to you. I'm very glad. I'm I'm ah, the adjective I want to use now, I know it come. But I'm very very happy that I feel like maybe he gave us his best in his last season. Because he's giving us his best now. I think it's our second goals highest scorer this season. You know, and I'm happy. Watching him play is I'm confident. I'm confident in his calmness, in his tackling. You know, uh, in his distribution. So I'm very very glad that if I see all these people that I'm just saying, all these few things that I'm saying, I have more things to say about them, but I don't want to waste. I don't want to stay too much. I just want to test water to see how this perform before I can before okay I can okay I will do this for 30 minutes or 1 hour. Now let me coming back to Carrick. You know, um, Carrick brought Man United back. Brought the old man back, give us back our mentality, give us back our strength, give us back our confidence, give us back our ego. He brought many things back to us. He brought calmness to us. He brought joy to us. He brought peace to us. He brought many things to us. And what I would just say is that Carrick deserve a contract. He deserves it. See, I'll go back to Amorim. I'll go back to Amorim. Alpha, no share, no shake, no. Going back to Amorim. Amorim um, is too complicated. His philosophy was so complicated for us. Um, is even when you say Amorim, when you say Amorim, you see frustration. But Carrick has done what the Almighty Amorim that we paid high money or big money for, because we paid big money for Amorim to come to Man United. But Carrick has done what he can do in 14 months in the space of it's not up to 4 months gone. It's not up to 5 months gone rather. He has done it. So and you don't want to give him contract. If you don't give him contract, I will ask why. Because I always say this that there's karma in football. There's karma in football. Let me give you an example of a karma that happened recently in football. Talking about Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest was performing very well. Was I last season they were among the best last season, and um, they sacked or they left on mutual agreement, but all of us know saying a sacking. But he left on mutual agreement. That's what they say. That's what we believe. Left on mutual agreement last season. Left on mutual agreement, rather. So they signed some Dyke. That one wants to win them. They are fighting for relegation now. If not for the one where they signed now, Vera, they go relegation. So there's always a karma in football. So I just want us to say, okay, I just want us to give him maybe a year or 2 year contract because this man has done enough. He has done what America cannot do in 14 months. He has done it in space of 4 months or 5 months. So he deserves it. And nobody else is outside now. Okay, who do we want to? Who do we want to? Who do? Who are we? Who do we want to collect again? If you not be Carrick. Carrick has done enough. He has bought the Man United back. He has bought the mentality back. And I'm see even our game against Liverpool. You know, when they equalized 2-2, I was not I was not scared. I was not like I was not afraid. I was not like fear factor with fear factor what they did before. No day. There was no fear factor because I was very confident that we win this game. And what do we do? We won the game, and that's what Carrick has brought to Man United. He has brought confidence, has brought calmness in the player and us fans. So I feel like Carrick should get the job. I feel like I should stop now. Uh, hopefully you guys will like it, but if you like it, I will do more. Yeah.